Somewhere out in the constellation Sagittarius, something transmitted a signal, and we don't know what it was. We don't know if it was natural, we don't know if it was alive. What we do know is this: it has never happened again. On a summer night in 1977, a radio telescope in the Ohio countryside picked up something that every scientist had been waiting for: a signal from deep space. The astronomer who found it 3 days later, going through a paper printout by hand, circled it in red ink, and without thinking, he wrote one word in the margin. What? Nearly 50 years later, that one word is still the best description anyone has. This is the story of the most mysterious signal ever received from space, and why we still don't have an answer. The Big Ear radio telescope had one job: scan the sky, listen for anything that didn't sound natural. It had been doing this since 1973, sweeping the heavens, night after night, printing its findings on long rolls of computer paper. Most nights, the data was noise, static, the ordinary hum of the universe going about its business. On the night of August 15, 1977, Big Ear was pointed at a region of sky near the constellation Sagittarius, and at 10:16 p.m. Eastern Time, something spoke. The signal lasted exactly 72 seconds. That was the full observation window, the amount of time Big Ear could point at any one patch of sky before the Earth's rotation carried it away, which means the real signal could have started earlier, or lasted longer. We caught it mid-transmission, or it was waiting for exactly 72 seconds. We don't know. 3 days later, a volunteer named Jerry Emmon sat down with a fresh stack of printouts. He was a professor, a careful man. He used to data that looked the same, page after page, and then he turned a page and saw something that stopped him cold. In a sea of low numbers, ones and twos, there was a sequence so intense it had shot off the chart: 6EQUJ5. In the notation system they were using, the signal had measured a strength of 30 times louder than the background noise of deep space. Emmon grabbed a red pen, circled it, and wrote, "Wow." Here's the part that makes scientists uncomfortable. It wasn't just that the signal was strong, it was where it came from on the radio dial. Back in 1959, two physicists at Cornell University published a paper. In it, they made a prediction. They said, if any civilization in the universe wanted to send a long-range message, one that any other civilization would recognize, they would almost certainly use a very specific frequency, a frequency naturally emitted by hydrogen, 1420 megahertz. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe. Every civilization, no matter where they evolved, would know about it. It's the universe's universal language. So if you wanted to send a message that any intelligent species could find, you'd broadcast on the hydrogen frequency. The WOW signal came in at exactly 1420 megahertz. It was also narrowband, meaning it was focused, precise, not scattered the way natural astrophysical events tend to be. It had the profile of something deliberately aimed. Which is why, for one night in Ohio in 1977, scientists thought they might not be alone. In the days after Emmon's discovery, the Big Ear telescope swung back to the same patch of sky, listened, nothing. They tried again, nothing. Over the following decades, some of the most powerful radio telescopes on Earth pointed themselves at those exact coordinates in Sagittarius. The Very Large Array in New Mexico, the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico for years, the largest radio telescope ever built, the Mount Pleasant Observatory in Tasmania, dozens of dedicated SETI programs. All of them heard the same thing: silence. No blip, no partial signal, no hint that it had ever happened at all. Just a patch of sky that looked exactly like every other patch of sky, as if whatever had been there had gone. The standard assumption in SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, is that a signal from an advanced civilization would repeat, like a beacon, something saying, "We are here, we are here, we are here." The WOW signal said it once, and then it was done. That silence, in some ways, is the creepiest part, because it doesn't rule out natural causes, but it doesn't rule out something else either. In August of 2025, exactly 48 years after the signal was first detected, a team of researchers published a major new analysis. They had spent years going through unpublished archival data from the old Arecibo Observatory, records that had never been examined with modern analysis tools, and they found something. Between 2017 and 2020, Arecibo had picked up several faint signals with similar characteristics to the WOW signal. All of them were traced back to cold clouds of hydrogen gas drifting through the galaxy. The team's hypothesis: a powerful burst from a magnetar, a type of hyperdense, hypermagnetized neutron star, had struck one of these hydrogen clouds. The cloud absorbed that energy and briefly glowed, in the radio spectrum, on the hydrogen frequency. A natural lighthouse, lit by a cosmic explosion. It was physics, not a message. But here's what the lead researcher said when the paper was published. Quote, "Our results don't solve the mystery of the WOW signal," end quote. After 48 years, after the best telescopes humanity has ever built, after thousands of observation hours, the scientists who study it most closely still will not say they have an answer. In 2012, on the 35th anniversary of the WOW signal's detection, scientists did something that had never been done before. They wrote back, the Arecibo Observatory beamed a transmission toward the coordinates where the original signal had come from. It contained 10,000 letters from people around the world. A cross-section of humanity in 2012. Hopes, questions, jokes, confessions. A species reaching out into the dark and saying, "We heard you, we're here. Are you?" That reply is still traveling. Right now, as you watch this, it is moving through interstellar space at the speed of light. It will take thousands of years to reach the area of sky where the WOW signal came from, and if anything is out there, it won't receive our answer for a very, very long time. We send a message into the dark, and now we wait. That's either one of the most hopeful things humanity has ever done, or one of the most foolish, depending on what, if anything, eventually answers. We are a species that has walked on the moon, that has sent spacecraft to the edge of the solar system, that has mapped the structure of DNA and split the atom. And we cannot explain a 72-second radio signal from 1977. Maybe it was a magnetar, maybe it was a hydrogen cloud catching the light of an explosion we'll never see. Maybe it was something ordinary that just happened to look extraordinary. Or maybe for 72 seconds something out there was trying to reach us. Whatever sent that original signal in 1977 is still out there, somewhere near Sagittarius, in the dark, waiting or not. But uncertainty is the point. That's what makes the universe worth looking at. We are just getting started. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. We've been listening for about 50 years. If this kept you up tonight, that's the idea. Subscribe, new mystery every week.